If The Help, Parasite, and now The White Tiger can teach us anything, be good to The Help.
We have a wonderful evening's entertainment lined up for you.
23.
Hey, what's up you guys? This is Steffi, aka In My Humble Opinion, and welcome back to another IMHO Film Club movie review. In today's video, I am talking about a movie that I honestly, again, never heard of until Oscar nominations came out, but I'm so happy that I watched this movie, and that movie is The White Tiger. So The White Tiger stars Adarsh Gourav, Rajkummar Rao, and Priyanka Chopra Jonas. And she's also one of the producers of this movie, so very awesome there. And this movie was directed by Ramin Bahrani, with screenplay by Ramin Bahrani, based on the book The White Tiger by Aravind Adiga. So in The White Tiger, an ambitious Indian driver played by Adarsh Gourav to a rich Indian family uses his wit and cunning to escape from poverty and rise to the top. As far as Oscars are concerned, The White Tiger was nominated for Best Adapted Screenplay. Alright, so as in all my movie reviews here on this channel, I'm going to be talking about the pros, the cons, and then I'm going to give my overall rating and review at the very end, so let's get right into it. Let's talk about some of the pros of this movie. Alright, so my first pro of this movie is the South Asian representation. This is a movie that specifically takes place in India and speaks to systems and ways of life that are specific to Indian culture. They cast Indian actors to play Indian characters, and the book that the movie was based on was written by an Indian man. So the movie was created from the perspective of people who really understand the culture. And it's not just another white gaze outsiders take on India. It's people of the culture taking ownership of their stories that are culturally specific to them, and I hope this is a trend that continues well beyond 2021. My second pro of this movie is that this is not your typical rags to riches story. Yes, you do see our main character Balram work, outsmart, and use the system to his advantage, but the movie is so much more than that. It's really a commentary about the caste system in India, class disparity, and the corruptness and selfishness of the rich and privileged. I personally love the exploration of the relationship between servant and master. In the beginning of the movie, we see the naive, blind loyalty that Balram has to his master Ashok. And this is really because he thought that this is the way things are supposed to be. He never questioned it. To him, this was living the life, especially considering where his family came from and the life he was leading before he met Ashok's family. It wasn't until Pinky Madam, Ashok's wife, played by Priyanka Chopra Jonas, came into the picture and sort of planted the seed in Balram's head that things don't have to be this way. And that's when he really starts to see how messed up the system is, and that if he continues this way, he will forever be trapped, like the chicken and the coo analogy they use throughout the movie. And there's one specific line that I love in this movie that really captures this, and it's when Balram says,
"Do we loathe our masters behind a facade of love? Or do we love them behind a facade of loathing?"
And I think the turning point for Balram comes after when Pinky literally runs over a child with the car in the middle of the night, and Ashok's family sets up Balram to be the fall guy in case anyone finds out. That was a huge wake-up call for Balram, and what I loved about that particular aspect of the story too is despite the fact that these Americans are supposed to be above the caste system and they're supposed to be evolved in their way of thinking, when push comes to shove, when desperate times call for desperate measures, the rich will always protect themselves. And it actually kind of reminded me of Parasite in that way. But yeah, I loved a lot of the nuances in the story, in the relationship dynamics between these characters that really go beyond just your typical rags to riches, if you work really hard, you too can achieve success narrative. My third pro of this movie are the performances. So I thought Rajkummar Rao and Priyanka Chopra Jonas did a really great job playing Ashok and Pinky, especially Priyanka, because, you know, I feel like sometimes the roles that she's given are really just to flaunt the fact that she's a stunning woman, but this movie actually gave her some emotional depth to work with, which just goes to show, you know, she's just not another pretty face. But I feel like the true star for this movie for me is obviously our lead, Adarsh Gourav. Gourav. I really hope this movie launches his career forward and that we start to see him in more things because he's really, really good. The story really hinges on him because he is quite literally telling us the story. He is very charismatic in his voiceovers, and I thought he did a great job in playing that transformation from endearing, light, very sweet, trusting driver to darker, cunning, cold businessman. By the end of the movie, he really sees the darkness for the light. Alright, and now let's get into some of the cons. I really only have one con for this movie, and that is the corny beginning. So the beginning of this movie, you see Balram in the passenger seat of the car, second row, and Priyanka Chopra Jonas is just dodging and weaving through the streets of India at night, and Rajkummar Rao is in the passenger seat right next to her just laughing, and everyone's having a good time. And then the movie quite literally pauses right as the car is about to run over this child. And then that's when we get this voiceover from Balram for the very first time. And it literally felt like that meme where it's like... So you're probably wondering, how did I get here? Like, it literally felt just like that. And I don't know, I just felt like that was really corny. And I was honestly surprised that this movie went in that direction to begin with. And I'm not quite sure if that's how the book starts. But yeah, I don't know, that just felt really corny to me, especially now you consider the fact that this is nominated for Best Adapted Screenplay. I'm just like, I don't know, it's weird. The internet, they make memes out of that, but this is how this movie actually starts, so I don't know. I just thought it was corny. So my overall rating for The White Tiger is a solid A-. The White Tiger is a thrilling, dark comedy drama that serves as a social commentary to the corrupt Indian caste system and the selfishness of the rich. With a fully developed character arc and compelling performance from Adarsh Gourav, Balram's transformation from driver to business owner, slave to master is both entertaining and chilling, especially when you not only see the lengths he goes to free himself from the system, but completely understand why. And in general, I'm just really happy that this movie got nominated for Best Adapted Screenplay, not just because the story is good, but also because I personally never heard of this movie before it got nominated, and I'm not quite sure I would have made the time to watch it simply because I don't really see a lot of people talking about it, and at least here in America on Netflix, they're not really promoting this movie. So if anything, I'm glad that the Oscars has kind of raised awareness to this movie, and I genuinely do hope more people watch it. But yeah, that's pretty much it from me for this one. If you like this video, please give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and please turn on that notification button down below so you know when a new video from me comes out. And comment down below your thoughts on The White Tiger. Have you seen it yet? I hope you have, because more people should watch this movie because there's a lot of great things that you could take away from this story. But yeah, that's pretty much it. As always, everything I said was just my own personal thoughts and all my humble opinion, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!